Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. In the last episode, we continued our path towards finding the whereabouts of the anxious rabbit known as Goggles, while facing the dangers of the ancient gardens, specifically the risky fights against the mutated almighty might of the Rabbid plants. But after destroying the pesky weed, we finally found the whereabouts of the tall, lovable goofball that is Mario's brother, Luigi, adding another layer to our team in preparations for the coming trials. Since, honestly, we still got quite a bit until we're done with Chapter 1, since we barely even fought off with the mini-boss for this area, because the Rabbid plants, also known as a rabbit mixed with the piranha plants, definitely was our first mini-boss fight, so we're definitely preparing for whatever is more than likely, I'm guessing based on the fact of that giant tower over there being seemingly a center point for Chapter 1 for the Ancient Gardens. I think whatever we might be fighting as the main boss for Chapter 1 might be up there, to be perfectly honest. So I'm guessing by the time we get to at least where it says, obviously 10 for 110, I think that's probably where it's going to be. Don't know if that's going to be the case in every chapter, but we definitely should be prepared, just in case. But it looks like we got ourselves quite a little fight here, since we got quite a little bit of enemies here. And we also got some free skills now, so we actually have some things to do now, as well as Luigi actually has the same ability as Mario, but it seems to be a little bit weaker. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit weaker, but I think it's a lot, it's definitely higher in range. It looks like it goes, that's quite far, and it actually leads up to this upper area too. So yeah, Steely Stare is definitely pretty good. So it's a little bit longer range than Mario's, but definitely a little bit better when it comes to, like, kind of catching something off guard. Only thing is I don't think we're in range to do any freebies here, which is a little unfortunate, but maybe we can use that to our advantage, maybe. I think what we can do here, let's see here, how many rabbits are in, like, spots that they can kind of run around the corner? Well, this guy definitely is, so we can't really run next to him, but we can definitely take advantages here, where we can. I'm gonna say, well, some of these guys have dashes, so we can't technically go full, like, frontal attack on them. But we definitely can do a little bit. I think as long as we can get rid of one of these guys, I think we'll be fine. And then other than that, I think we'll be pretty much fine to deal with anything that we can see here. Also, how much damage does his sniper rifle do? Because Luigi's got a sniper rifle, apparently, which is definitely pretty interesting. Which makes sense of why his Steely Stare is so long range. And it does 35 to 45, so it's actually, I think that's definitely better than Mario's attack. Huh, that's very interesting. But yeah, I think what we should do here, for Mario specifically, is probably just go forward quite a little bit. And then I think what we're going to do is double up on just the steel sights, just to kind of catch them off guard if they do think about moving forward. Because I think we can definitely make do with what we can see from here. And then I think maybe, I'm not sure if they would use that to their advantage or not. But what I think I can do here is use Luigi to get rid of one of them for free. The only thing is I'm not sure if our steel sight is going to be forced here or not on the lower enemy. If it is, it's not that important because it still gets rid of them. But we're definitely going to double up just in case if anything does come down here. And then I guess we'll just enter and see what happens. Because I feel like we're in a decent spot. Okay, so he didn't move, which is unfortunate. I thought he would. And yep, he ended up moving after he shot. Not the worst case scenario. I was kind of hoping Luigi would go for him. But that's actually a really good spot for him to try and do that. Okay, well that was actually the best possible outcome in my opinion. And we have a 0% chance of getting hit from that angle. So, you know what? We actually got rid of the most, like, kind of worrying enemy out of the group. Which is actually pretty good for us. So, I'll take that. That's actually not bad. Took a little bit of damage on Luigi, but honestly, that was not bad. Okay. other than that, I think what we do is just keep moving forward. Mario's not in a position of jumping on anything, but I do think what we can do here is it better to, yeah, it might be better to move Luigi. So what we can do is maybe run through you, go to underground, because you have your sniper rifle. So maybe your sniper rifle might be the best possible solution here. So let's definitely run through you, and then make our way up here. Because I feel like we should be able to hit him from this angle, and we definitely can. But is that what we want to do? Because we could do a little bit to you, and that might be better because he has a better range of motion, I think. But, definitely a noteworthy thing. But the thing is we can't go behind here because now we know that cover only blocks for 3 times. So we can't use that to our benefits. But we definitely can go into like a position like this, because then the top right doesn't focus us, I think. And then we can maybe get rid of him, which we did. Perfect. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about Luigi missing. Or, well, hitting him, but it being a waste of a move is what I'm trying to say. And then we can move Mario a little bit further with the jump there. And honestly, if we can start building up Mario, specifically when it comes to jumps of, like, length, I think that would definitely come handy. The only thing is how long is it going to take us to... Oh, okay, well, there goes Bouncy. Okay, Hopper's now gone. And honestly, I did not expect that to be the way that he went down. But we got rid of pretty much the whole group here. And he can't hit us, which is good. And, okay, both of them can't get to us. But our cover is kind of being destroyed, though. Which can definitely lead to something bad. And it looks like we can maybe... I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think that's really going to work for us. So it looks like maybe Rabbid Peach might not be able to do anything here. But maybe we can work around that. We can just have her down here and maybe start blasting at his cover, maybe. And maybe that might work out for us. You never know. Okay, so since she couldn't do anything, we can move Mario through. And then have you go like that. And they're starting to break his cover right now. So I'm guessing the best thing we can possibly do is do the dash first. And then maybe moving right to the pipe there, because the pipe can't be broken. So we can definitely use that to our advantage there. And then, I guess, try and blast and see what happens. I was just wondering what would happen there. Didn't work in my... Actually, wait a minute, we could have jumped on him. Yeah, that probably would have been smarter, to be completely honest. But I do think what we should do here is let's move ourselves like right here-ish, because we'll be able to get rid of this guy for free now, which I think is probably our best bet. Because the thing is now that's just one of these little Ziggy guys, and honestly the only thing they can really do to us is really dash into us. And other than that, they pretty much don't have really a chance against us other than that. So they get a little bit of damage in. And then he goes into a place that's 50%, but that doesn't really help him either. So, not a bad positioning for us, for sure. And then what we can do here is definitely move Rabbid Peach on up. And I think maybe by that positioning, we might be able to use Mario here, because we do have the ability to jump on enemies now for damage. And yep, we have the perfect angle for it, and we definitely do quite a bit of damage with it. Not sure how much, but definitely, yeah, 30 damage is better than our normal dash. So now he does Rabbid Luigi damage, which is pretty good. And then we'll just blast him on out. And down goes the next group of enemies there. So 1-6, down for the counts. But we also did it in 4 of 6 turns, which is also pretty good. But definitely a more intricate level, though, just based on the amount of like high ground and low ground. We started on low ground to get to high ground, so I definitely say we did quite good. Ooh, a mushroom. Should we heal? That's definitely a good question. Thing is Luigi has lower HP, so maybe we should. I think it might be smarter just because you never know what could happen to Luigi here. And the thing is because of his HP being basically half of what Rabbid Peach and... Oh, that's a chain chomp. Good thing we healed then. Okay, so it looks like we got ourselves a good fight here. Because I don't know what this chain chomp can do. And if I'm basing it off of the old Mario Party games with the where you hide in the barrel and you walk forward. Honestly, those things can wake up on a dime, so I'm not too sure if this is good for us at all. If my readings are accurate, that's a chain chomp. Yep, you are definitely accurate on that one, BeepO. It may be asleep now, but as soon as it senses our presence, it will wake up, eager to bite us. Or one of those enemies, really. A chain chomp doesn't discriminate. It'll just zero in on the closest target. Okay, so we want him to be closer to the Ziggy, or the hoppers in this particular instance. Okay. The good news is that the chain chomp will only charge once we completed our turn. Okay. Noted. I want to tactic ammo though, because I think, okay, so that's good. So he moves 4 spaces from him. Okay, so is there a way to lock him on our thing completely? Because I don't know if this lock only stays on the tactic cam. I haven't tried that. But he does 75 damage. Ouch. Okay, yeah, we do not want to be hit by him. Also, I like his little picture there, too. That's actually pretty cool. But, yeah, we definitely don't want... Oh, he's awake. Okay, so he wakes up instantly. And he's going for the closest target, which is this little hopper guy. Okay, interesting. So Mario can maybe... Oh, he definitely can. Okay, so let's go for that. And then what we'll do... Trying to think, is there a safe way? It looks like he's still focusing him. If we move there. Which may be better in our case scenario here. Only thing is I'm not sure if that's really smart. Okay, so if we move here, he'll move towards us. Okay, interesting. I think the best case scenario here, though, might... Okay, so as long as we don't move here, okay. Okay, we can work with that. So it focuses enemies as long as we're in like a spot like that. Okay, so we don't want to get rid of him, though. That is definitely for sure. We can blast him at him, though, but we definitely want to be careful with our decision for where we attack and where we move, as much as we possibly can. And then I think the better situation here... Okay, she is a little bit better movement, so maybe what we should do for you is maybe position you kind of like... Trying to think of what would be better. I don't think it really matters if we get right up in, like, personal with these guys, I think. I think as long as the chain chomp doesn't see us, I think we're in a good situation no matter where we move, I think. But the thing is we should definitely kind of be safe on where we go, as long as we possibly can. Because it's definitely better to kind of figure your way around as much as you possibly can. Because you never know what these little hoppy guys might think of doing, if we give them the advantage for sure. And, ooh, we got a critical. That's perfect. Okay. Down goes Bouncy, so now we don't have to worry about him. And now we can set up a Steely Stare for anything that might come this way. And then other than that, just double up on the hero sight as well. It shouldn't knock him out, which is good. And then we can maybe just end our turn here and see what the Chain Chomp goes for, because let's be honest here, the Chain Chomp is definitely going to focus him, and it got rid of him, which is good. So we got rid of him for free, and our hero sight didn't get wasted on either of us, which is good. And Ziggy got 20 damage, okay, not bad. And we're... oh, okay, well, I wasn't sure if that was going to be a good spot or not, but it ended up working. And the hoppers are actually not doing what I thought they... oh, okay, so these blocks can only be broken twice. Oh, our hero sight got wasted, actually. I just realized that the Rabbids actually worked perfectly in that situation. Okay. So let's definitely make our way... Are we in process of being hit there? I'm just curious on that. Okay, so as long as we're not in this spot specifically... Okay. Well, that could be bad, and that can also be good. It really depends on how we move. Okay. I was a little worried with that positioning. So, as long as that doesn't really affect us, I think we'll be fine. So, we just need to get away from the Chain Chomp, and we might be able to get completely out of his range. Honestly, we might be able to just get rid of one of these guys, so let's try that. Worked, which is good. Okay, so down goes one of them. And now we just need to figure out what to do with the Chain Chomp here. Because the Chain Chomp is definitely more of our problem And ooh, this is actually a really good spot. Yeah, let's definitely move Rabbid Peach over here, because this is a freebie on hitting, and they can't hit us back, because they need to take 2 turns on breaking through the block. So that's actually really good. And then other than that, don't really see a good spot for us. It's a 50% on both of us in this position, so maybe this is a pretty decent one. The only thing is they may shoot or move and then shoot, which could be a problem. But as long as we maybe do a crit, which didn't happen, we can technically work around that though, I think. But let's end our turn. We should be completely out of this Chomped's vision though. Oh, he didn't move. Okay. So as long as you're in his movement, which now he is, we can use that to our advantage. Okay. Interesting. So, okay. That's interesting though. So as long as you're actually in the positioning, they won't go for you. Huh. Okay. Well, it doesn't really affect us too much, because we're definitely in a situation where we can definitely work around them. I think what we should do here, though, is do something like this, and definitely blast him a little bit. Because the thing is as long as we draw him to the point where the Chain Chomp actually goes for him, I think we'll be perfectly fine. Okay, so what we want to do here, I think, is move it so Mario can maybe go for a freebie. So I think definitely around this area for Luigi, and then Mario's going to do a jump off of Luigi for the final hit, I think. Because the thing is the other guy can't move, so he can't really go for anything. And I think Luigi should be fine, as long as the Chain Chomp moves, which he's supposed to move afterwards, after we move, so we should be fine. So let's hope this strategy works, and if it does, that will definitely be good. So let's see here, Chain Chomp moves, and as long as he obviously hits, I don't know if it's 100%, I would think it is, but yep, definitely seems like it's 100% based on that. Down he goes, and Chain Chomp worked out pretty perfectly for us. And we might heal off of this too, which if we do, that would be good, because Luigi took a beating, in my honest opinion, which was not my, plan, but it definitely did work out quite well. It is kind of him being squishy is kind of more of a problem there. Not really us in our planning. So as long as we play him right, we should be fine for the most part. But it looks like we're starting to make our way to this tower-looking thing now for sure. So let's definitely keep an eye out now that we're getting closer to it. Broken bridge ahead. I guess we need to find an alternative to continue on our path. Yeah, definitely seems that way. Unless we can fix it. But that's definitely a giant what-if, though. But we should maybe take advantage of the skill tree that we just got. Because we did get an upgrade there. Thing is the thing that's... Actually, no, I kind of want this double jump too for Luigi. I was kind of hoping for this, because I think... Actually, wait, no, I think just unlocking one, actually unlocks the blue path. Unless we need one each, which might be the case. But I would think the extra HP here would definitely come in handy, and as well as the movement, because it looks like he can get up to... Well, if you get one for each, he can get up to 9 movements. So that would be definitely pretty good if we can get that. Oh, it says it. Okay, so yeah, you need every single color. Okay. Well, noted, so we don't need to worry about that. So we can kind of go with whatever we want. And this is damage, it looks like, since it seems like Luigi definitely wants to move around, so even if we build attack, and it seems like attack is mostly just coins and high ground bonuses anyways, as well as maybe that as well. The sentry could come in handy, but I think maybe we can go with this double jump, because I think I can maybe make more use of being, with more movement, I think I could do much more. So, double jump unlocked allows Luigi to perform a team jump with 2 successive heroes. So basically, you can use your whole team to do double jumps. Unless we can get 4 heroes, and I'm not sure. Because I feel like, once we start unlocking the other characters, we might be able to use another. Unless I'm completely wrong and it's always 3. But, I think technically BeepO counts as a 4th member, because he's the movement action. So, definitely noted. But it looks like we could definitely get some pretty good damage via the dash damage if we can build up Luigi to that. but I don't know which one we should really focus on, Luigi. But I do definitely see the ability to dash multiple times with Rabbid Peach being a good thing. But I'm going to say maybe the heal action should be actually something we should get, because healing would definitely come in handy. So, heal restores health points to all heroes in range, which it is a secondary active skill, so basically that is what we're going to have there. And honestly, for the second thing for Rabbid Luigi, I'm going to just say let's get his second weapon, because I feel like a rocket launcher would be nice. So, rocket. Area attack affecting all enemies within range. And technically we fought a rocket already because of the Rabbid plants. Because although it was a staff that he was using, it was actually a rocket type weapon. And it actually does AoE damage, so yeah, definitely worthwhile on grabbing. But I think that should be fine for the most part. And also, that's a giant airbrush, to be honest there. And actually, because we did unlock that, does that mean we can now buy we can now buy a new secondary? Okay, so we can either have this one or we can have burn damage. Probably just better to have burn damage, so I'm just going to throw that on, because we haven't bought anything, so we might as well buy it, right? I'm not sure if... I think the bounce does better, in my opinion. And also, well, we haven't seen a smasher enemy yet either, so I don't think it really matters for that one. But noted on the fact that there is a very tanky looking enemy, for sure, because a smasher doesn't sound like something that's going to be like a pushover to deal with. But it looks like we got ourselves another puzzle here. Looks like basically we just need to deal with these old cannons here. And as long as we do it in the right order, honestly, I think we'll be fine. Let's definitely keep an eye on the buttons here. So let's see here, what does red do for us? Because it looks like we have green, red, and then we also have maybe a blue somewhere. But we do have something going on over here. Oh, is that one of those magic bubble ones? That was an 8-inch bubble wand. In all world, now it's 80 feet. We'll have to bring over a burrito next time. Yeah, that may very well help you if you ever get hungry, for sure. Well, let's see here, what does red do for us? Because we do see a red button, and that was the reason why I came over here. Oh, okay, so that opens up a bridge for us. So yeah, we definitely wanted to do that. So let's make our way back over here, I think. And then swap this position back to where it was. And then make our way over to the right side. And there is a blue button. Okay, so I was right on that one. I was thinking there would definitely be one. Because it didn't feel like there wouldn't be one for no reason, right? So, how would you get over there, though? Is there a cannon? Yep, there is a cannon on that side. Okay. Oh, I see it. So what we want to do is do it from the other side. Since we know this is artwork, we won't really rush our way over there. There's no reason to do so. But definitely noted. Because it seems like it may be good for us if we do those, but I'm not sure how much the artwork would help us. Oh, it's the same thing. Unless, actually, no, it looks like it's moving it. Nope, okay, same thing as before. I wasn't sure. So wasn't sure if that was actually important or not. But it looks like we are done with this old puzzle here. So let's continue our path. And it looks like we have definitely something over here to look at. There's a tiny plaque here from the artist that reads, Rabbid building a log cabin. I wonder what that means. Oh, Rabbid built a log cabin. On top of a pipe. With some teepee. I do truly wonder. Okay. Definitely some interesting humor when it comes to the rabbits for sure. Oh, and we got a Luigi. That works. We did just unlock him, so it definitely comes in handy. Technically 2 levels after we unlocked him, but definitely good though for us. Okay, here we are, 1-7, and now we're officially in the area. Okay, now that was interesting. Also, I thought because of the fact of the laughter, I actually thought, when I first saw something spying on us in that cutscene, just to, like, remark on it, I actually thought that was Bowser Jr. because I'm so used to whenever I hear a laugh in a Mario game, I think of either Bowser or Bowser Jr. And based on the high-pitchedness of the laugh, I actually thought it might have been a villain. I'm still not really sure on Goggles being a villain, to be completely honest. But it definitely, if he is one, he's definitely more of like a non-intentional villain. But based on him spying on us, I'm not as sure. But to help you guys out, I actually ended up putting on another light here because it's a little bit of an oranger area here, and also, hey, some DK barrels. I just noticed that. But yeah, just to help you guys out, I ended up putting in some more light since it would be quite orange on if you were looking at me right now. So I put on a little flashlight. But defeat 5 enemies, okay. So don't defeat everything, just enough to kind of make them kind of retreat. Okay, so things might be spawning in if there's more of them. Let's see here. I see from... Actually, it might be better to tacticam this one. I only see 3 enemies at the moment. Okay, so things are going to definitely be spawning. It doesn't look like the cannons are things we can use in fight. Okay, which is good to know. But I am seeing a pipe strategy here, I think, which we might take advantage of. The only thing is it's going to take us a couple turns to get there. So, because that is the case, I'm going to say maybe let's definitely employ a strategy here. Like, moving here would definitely give us a good spot. Thing is this Ziggy or Hopper might actually jump us if we try to move on this area. Because he might actually run over here and hit us for free. But we definitely could maybe attack him. Oh, we actually hit him. Okay, that works. Okay, good. That's actually really good. Other than that, I'm trying to think if Mario might be able to get up there on his own, as long as we move him in that area. I'm thinking maybe jump on Rabbid Peach here. Ooh, actually, this might not be that bad, actually. A little bit, based on how we move here. But that may actually not be that bad whatsoever. But can Mario actually jump up there from that angle? No, he can't. Okay, so maybe not the best situation. But definitely a worthwhile check thing in general. But I think maybe moving Luigi over here might be smarter, because I don't think the enemies on the top can actually hit us. This guy over here definitely could, but we have a 60% chance of bouncing him, so maybe that might, yep, that definitely came in handy. Definitely love this bounce weapon. As long as anything's nearby, something that's, can throw them off the map, it definitely comes in handy. Okay, and then what we'll do is, because this area over here, the pipe is 100% a safety point, because you can't break it. I think this is actually the best possible situation for Mario here, because we can blast him out. Now there's just one hopper left. So we're definitely in a good situation there. Thing is, I think we maybe hero sight Mario. I don't think we need to worry about Luigi here when it comes to that, because I don't think he'll be even be able to see him. So I think we just end turn here, I think. And I think as long as he moves, we might honey him into position where he can't actually do anything. Which we didn't. But he did move into a weird spot, which actually is better for us in the long run. And nothing spawned, so I think nothing's going to spawn until the next turn. So we can definitely keep that in mind. I think what we should do is definitely position ourselves in a different way to, if anything does, decide to spawn, we'll be in a better, high ground position, I think. So let's definitely blast you into next week. Didn't get the crits, but that may not be a problem. And what I think we can do with Rabbid Peach here is we can maybe heal Mario for free. Because the thing is it's definitely a heal for, a area of allies. So it'll definitely come in handy. So let's see here. How much can it heal for? 20%. That's definitely good. And being able to get our HP back would definitely come in handy with, certain characters being lower on the spectrum of HP. So that'll definitely come in handy for sure. Other than that, positioning for Mario here is definitely something I'm not too sure on. But maybe here-ish, because it's an actual, block, maybe? That's the only thing I can really think of. And we got rid of him for free. I don't see any other enemies, though. So I'm guessing we can end our turn here, because we can't move. Okay, here we go. So now we got some stuff spawning. So we need to get 2 more enemies out of the way. They're starting to spawn. So there's only one over there. So maybe we should deal with the guy that's coming from this side, maybe. So let's definitely get into like a position like here, because we get the best possible block out of it. Since obviously it's a big block, so obviously it's going to have a better chance of blocking anything that may come this way. Luigi might be able to steal a sight over here, I think. Let's see here. Definitely worth a check. Yeah, for the most part, yeah, he could definitely see them. So he might already be in a good spot. So let's start up the steely sight over there. The other guy over in the right area doesn't seem like something we need to worry about. So we'll definitely make our way over here, I think, for Rabbid Peach. Because Mario and Rabbid Peach are short-range, mid-range, like, allies. So for the most part, we want to be in a situation like this. So anywhere we can get like a good spot seeing them. Okay, we have 2 more turns until we can get that, but we have Luigi set up, so it may not matter. Okay, we got hoppers coming out of all the areas. Okay, he can move quite far, though, to be completely honest. It looks like it wasn't a jump, but maybe that still doesn't matter. Okay, he's going to jump down. Oh, he moves all the way down there. Okay, that was a weird spot. I was thinking he was going to go through the pipe, but it seems like they kind of are averse to the pipes, which is kind of interesting. Okay then. Muted. Just because that's something interesting for sure. Because you would think they wouldn't be, but they are. Huh. Okay then. Well, Rabbid Peach is definitely going to take advantage of anything these guys might try. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to employ a little bit of strategy, because we know we can go inside the pipe, and then we know we do extra damage when we jump, so let's definitely jump on top of him, and then move into this position. So we're going to use Mario to get rid of him, because he has a 100% chance of hitting him right now. So it's definitely better in our current situation. Thing is he actually still has a little bit of HP left. You have a chance of getting rid of him, but it may not be in the way that I want it. Which may not even be the worst case scenario either, because what we could do is maybe go for you, and maybe get a blast on you. Nope, we didn't do the damage. But we definitely did something to you. And we can't really see you anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll definitely just double focus you for the current moment, which worked. Okay, cool. Okay, that's definitely a better situation than what we had originally. Okay, and then what we can do for you is definitely get the high ground boost on you, blast you a little bit, which dropped you down to 26. I think as long as we move into this, I'm thinking maybe exit pipe here, drop into you. We only need to get rid of 5, so this might actually be the best situation here, because all we need to do is just get rid of them, right? So I think this actually is the best thing for... Oh, but Luigi already hits. Oops. Well, that was unfortunate. Not the smartest thing I've ever done, but it's not the worst. They don't do that much damage, for the most part. They do 35. Luigi can survive both of those. It's just unfortunate that I did it that way, to be completely honest. Thing is, will he actually go through the pipe? Because it seems like they prioritize... Okay, they do go through them. Okay. But they also prioritize jumping on each other. Huh. Weird. Okay, then. Well, because we already know that we're very, very close to actually being able to just knock him out, let's just go through here and smack him for free in this area, just like so, because, let's be honest here, I think this group is done for as long as we get rid of him. And I think we did that in the perfect amount of turns, too. 1 under, but we definitely did do pretty good. Okay, cool. Well, that works. And down goes that group of enemies. Okay. Thing is we had a couple cannons, didn't we? So I kind of want to take a look at that, just to see what we're working with. Okay, so there is a pipe over here for something. We'll go over here because, you know, there's no reason... Oh, wait a minute, we can't push anything. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. At least we checked, right? Just because, like I said, I'm not gonna, like, skip every, like, collectible. And I see a new enemy over there. Hello, you must be the Smasher that we saw on Luigi's weapon. So we definitely need to be careful about you, because you do not look friendly. But I think as long as we are safe, I think we'll be able to deal with you in time. Thing is Luigi's a little bit low on HP. So, I might employ maybe putting in this thing, since that might actually come in handy. We get a little bit less bounce damage, but maybe this is actually a good weapon here, because we don't have anything for the Smasher enemy. So maybe having something early might come in handy. So hopefully a little sniper rifle might come in handy. But let's go meet our new enemy. Okay, and there we have him, the Smasher. Pinhead's in pursuit. Okay then, so we got some. Okay, Pinhead's in pursuit. Honestly, you can based on the part that's just Pinhead, kind of reminds me of the Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry from SpongeBob of years old. But honestly, for the most part, it looks like we just need to reach that area. Maybe be a good thing, maybe a bad thing. Really depends on how bad the Smashers are against us. But I think we'll be fine, I think. My senses reveal two interesting facts regarding Smasher behavior. One, their temper if struck by a weapon, they will charge their attacker like a raging bull. Two, they have the stamina of a walrus. After an all-you-can-eat fish fry, if you're far enough away, they stop charging. Okay. Interesting. So he doesn't move as long as you don't attack him with your weapon. But I bet he still moves normally. Okay. So what should we know about these other than that? Positioning. Okay, so two cells after exiting type. That's not bad. Chase range is 4 though. So technically it's 8. 1 on our turn, so 4 on our turn. And then 4 on its own turn. So 8 in total, which can be bad. Okay. Not the worst thing. He has 150 HP. We may be able to take advantage of that, though. Okay. Well, because he's the only one on the field right now, maybe we can just blast him once. Maybe. And go for that. I think the first thing we should do is heal. So let's heal Luigi a little bit, because he's not feeling too healthy at the moment. And let's see here. How far is it for accuracy-wise? Okay, quite a bit, actually. Okay, so Luigi might want to stay back a little bit, because we can easily get him back to where he can deal with them. Let's see here. It looks about 5 in positioning. Okay, so we can definitely work with that. So as long as we don't go too far back, we should still be able to hit him. I just don't want Luigi getting smacked instantly as soon as he starts charging. So let's definitely see how this charge works. Because the thing is, as long as we're like safely behind him, I think we should be fine for the most part. And then we'll definitely charge into you. And what we'll do is we'll definitely pull you forward, I think. Just to kind of get like an easy way of dealing with you. Because I think as long as we employ this kind of a strategy, we should be able to smack you for free, and then leave the fight before we actually get smacked around too heavily, which may definitely work in our favor. And this actually should maybe tell us if we should be able to still hit him. Seems like it. Okay. Is Mario still in a far range? It looks like it's. Okay, so definitely dash into him once more. But it basically the direct opposite of where Rabbid Peach is. And then definitely start blasting out at him with both of them. And definitely get rid of the Smasher for free here. The only thing is I don't know. I feel like things are going to definitely start spawning in this area, so we definitely want to start moving now, as soon as this turn's over. But we got rid of the Smasher, so I think like we're definitely in a safe area now, because there's nothing on the floor now. So let's definitely use that to our advantage. Now things are spawning, so now we definitely want to start moving. Luigi has his double jump, so we'll definitely try to employ that a little bit here. So let's definitely move Mario there. And then, let's see here. Can Luigi... No, he can't reach Mario. Okay. So that definitely answers that one. But we can definitely use Luigi's little jump here to our advantage to get him into a much better situation, since we were quite a little ways away from, where we normally would probably start this level, to be completely honest. So, probably opposite of Luigi might be safe, I think. Other than that, I'm not too sure, to be completely honest. I don't know what's spawning, unless we can see. Does it say? Okay, it's a garden. Okay, so we can see them. Okay, good. So, Garden Smasher over there. So, I'm definitely going to say, now that we know that the other one is going to be just your normal, Ziggy type enemy, let's start up Steely Stare, because this is definitely long range, and that should definitely help a little bit. I don't think we need to use Mario's, so let's just wait on that. But the Smasher is definitely one we need to be careful about. The Ziggy, on the other hand, we can maybe get rid of him for free, which, that definitely did some damage, and it cancelled his turn pretty much. But it seems like the Smashers, as long as we don't attack them too much, we should be able to, do a little bit with them. That may actually make things a little bit easier for us. So, definitely keep that in mind, because we might be able to definitely use that. Maybe same positioning for you as well, Rabbid Peach, I think. Because I feel as long as we're, in that kind of position, I think we should be fine. Is there any way for me to get up here, though, and maybe attack the... No, it doesn't look like it. Unless maybe from Rabbid Peach, maybe. No. But this may still work, because then we get Luigi up there for free. So, maybe the smartest thing. Maybe not. I guess we'll find out. Only thing is I'm wondering if Mario's little hero site is actually going to see him if he happens to move. Well, if he moves near Luigi, he'll get blasted, so maybe we can definitely use that. Okay, I think that should be the best possible turn we could take here. I'm trying to make it so... Oh, he's moving into position. Oh, okay. Well, if you want to do that, that makes my life 10 times easier, buddy. Okay, then. Okay, and he's starting to move. Okay. We definitely need to be careful around him. And that's definitely a Smasher. We can tell that by the ear type. Yep, okay. So, we can also use that as a way of checking, too. So, thing is, as we go through there, we may get hit. That's not the best case scenario for us. So, what we should do, trying to think of the best possible situation, I'm gonna say, how much damage do these guys do normally? That's the real question. 60. Okay, that's quite a lot. But we can maybe run into you. And let's see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So as long as we move here-ish, or just as far as possible from you, we should be safe. As long as we kind of dash into you like that. Because I think that should be safe enough for us to move without being hit directly. And this guy can't make it through the pipe, it looks like, based on positioning as well. And it looks like he focuses the person closest to him as well, which is something we should note. But I think not hitting him with our guns this turn may be the smartest option, and it's mostly because of how he moves. So let's see here. I think we leave him alone this turn. So let's end the turn and see what he does. Because it really kind of... Okay, he can make it over here. Okay, so diagonal counts as spaces too. Okay. Well, I was thinking it was directly the spots that he was on. I guess I could have checked the tacticam, to be honest. But because the other guy's in... Oh, because he is in position, it does do AoE to him. Okay. Noted. Very much noted. Well, I'm definitely gonna run for my life now. But definitely thank you for the idea there. Because now I know that. So... I just thought of something. Can I dash and then jump on something? I just thought that might actually be something I could do. Okay, well, since Luigi should be safe to run from these guys, I think we should. So, I don't think attacking him would be smart in this turn. I think this is the kind of turns that we don't want to do that. Luigi's a little low on HP, but I think the best thing we can do for him is move us in a position that Luigi can run up to us and still be able to get the proper healing and this, well, the range to be able to run into the pipe too. So I think we end turn here, I think. Just let them go and see from there, I think. Because let's be honest here, these guys are definitely angry now that we kind of, completely made them mad. But I think what we should do for Luigi, can he get behind that block over there? Yes, he can. Okay, perfect. As long as he's, in this position, I think Rabbid Peach should be able to heal all of them, which is the plan here. I just want to be able to heal everybody just a little bit, because I feel like they could use a little bit of a heal if we can get the freebie for a heal, since, it is definitely a strategy that we can employ. So, 20% heal for everybody. And then I think we just run for our lives, because the whole point of this area is to reach the end. So, see you later, Smashers. We're going to be getting on out of here, and battle clear. And we did it just on the perfect amount of time, turns too. So, definitely good for us. And we get the extra heal at the end of the fight too, for doing it perfect. Okay, good. And also some more skill tree points as well, since it seems like as long as you get a perfect, you get the most amount of skill tree points possible for beating the level. Or the area at least. So, definitely gonna use those, because it seems like we're definitely gonna want to focus on that as much as we can. Cleansing Jump sounds pretty good to me, to be completely honest. But the thing is, I feel like Sentry for Luigi would be nice now. So if Sentry never stops chasing its target, it will detonate when it gets close. Can be destroyed. Ooh, can be destroyed. That sounds like we can maybe use it as a way to have the enemies focus on something else, which definitely can come in handy. And for Mario this turn, I feel like maybe what we should do here is let's get our weapon, so melee, close range weapon that can hit multiple targets at once, which gives us a little hammer, which is pretty good. And then we can also get this cleansing jump here. Heroes overcome by a super effect are restored when Mario performs a team jump with them. I feel like that would definitely come in handy at some point. So being able to take off status definitely will come in handy, for sure, as long as we employ it right. But, since we do see a blue guy here, let's definitely go on through that cannon, because we know we can get a weapon from this. And it may or may not come in handy, so let's definitely say it's worth going for no matter what. Oh, okay, so it looks like we gotta do somewhat of a puzzle here. Gotta go through here, to go all the way through, press the yellow button, make our way all the way back through, and run as fast as we possibly can to get that blue coin before it disappears, and just like so, down goes another puzzle, and as well as a new weapon for us to use, since it seems like gold chests and everything to do with these blues definitely leads to something. But it looks like we got Luigi's green, green or Luigi, I guess you could say, for the Sentry. Killer Extinct. Get Jurassic in gear, and get ready for the ride of a lifetime, with a deployable so advanced, it defies evolution. The park is now open. Interesting. Okay, cool. So now we have a new Sentry for Luigi. We also have, the Bowser Smasher for Mario as another secondary, too. So, noted for later, because that'll definitely come in handy. I always want to change the camera. Some areas you can't change it. I keep trying them. Oh, okay. Some free, hidden coins back here. Well, that was worth it. Good thing I checked back there. I was kind of curious if there would be something. And technically there was. Not super secret. But, definitely it looks like there's a bunch of bananas here, which is interesting. But precarious pillar, yeah, definitely seems like a pretty precarious place. But it looks like we got some sort of puzzle here, down in the bottom area. But, oh, we got our level up here, actually. Okay, Well, seems like we completely went past the puzzle, and it looks like we're more focused on this now. Okay, well that's not that bad. Defeat all, there's only 4 of them. Okay, that's not hard. Although they are in the upper ground area, so they're going to do more damage to us. But there's no smashers here. And it looks like there's a puzzle a little bit after here as well. So, noted. Okay. So, because we should be perfectly fine, let's see here. I think the best case scenario here is to get people up on the upper ground, I think. But I think Mario should be the one to do so. So, let's see if we can maybe do something like that. No, we can't. Okay, well... I'm gonna say... Rabbid Peach might be smarter here, actually, to go in this position. The reason why I say that is because of the fact that, 1, this is a steel block, so I don't think much can blow through it. The hopper is more of a thing I'm worried about, to be honest. And we actually got a crit, and he can't move now, so that's perfect. Okay, very, very good for us, actually. Okay, so what we want to do is maybe do a little bit of a jump over here. And I'm going to say... Actually, you know what? This might be smarter for Mario to move first. Because what we can do is jump on you, and then move you into a position like here. And that'll give us a little bit of a position for Luigi if he decides to end his turn there. Are we close enough? No, we're not close enough for the hammer. But it's definitely a good spot to be in, for sure. And then we can go for a little bit of blast on you, gets you on out of here, making this a little bit easier to deal with in positioning-wise. And then Luigi can do his little double jump here, and that may or may not be the best possible situation, but it may be better than our current situation here. Because the thing is we can get right next to this pipe over here, if we do this right. And that might actually be like the best possible situation for us. It may not be, but it is a 100% chance of hitting the hopper that I want to hit. Because if we can get rid of him, I feel like that can definitely be a really good area for us. Or we could actually try out this... Ooh, we can throw the sentry up there. Interesting. Should we go sentry here then? That may actually be an option. Or we can still go for the same guy. You know what? Let's try it. I just want to see what it does. Since there's no, reason not to try it. We also learned about the piping situation up there a little bit better. Okay, cool. So it explodes on impact, as long as it can reach them. Okay, well that can definitely come in handy. And then we'll definitely double Hero Sight up, because, let's be honest here, we can definitely use that on this area. And then other than that, I feel like we can just end our turn there. We've done everything we needed to. Okay, cool. And then obviously our Hero Sights are now going to activate. Honestly, I could call Luigi's, Steel Sight, but let's be honest here, it's still basically Hero Sight, but for Luigi instead. And wow, that bounce was actually kind of crazy. It bounced him over the wall there, which I'm quite surprised about. Oh, and we took no damage, actually. So far, at least. But definitely better than I expected, though. Okay, so what Luigi wants to do is definitely run through here and do a little bit of that. And I think we just won this fight without taking any damage whatsoever, which I'm actually quite surprised about with the, the last area we just went through. So, okay. So the area past the Smasher is actually a little bit easier, which is kind of funny. Or it just could be because, obviously we went into a better situation there. I was kind of hoping I could maybe jump on Rabbid Peach there, but nope, doesn't seem that way. Okay, we'll just blast it in. I was going to try and do a hammer situation, but I don't think we're close enough to do that. Would have been cool if we could, but 2 turns for that map is actually pretty nice. I'll definitely say that. Oh, it also took us right over here, because that actually makes things easier, because then we can go like that, and get all our coins pretty easy. Cool. But yeah, there's a lot of bananas here, that's for sure. As well as a bunch of gray blocks we have no possible way of moving at the current moment. Unless we can find a button of sorts. Oh, here we go. Now we got ourselves a puzzle. Okay. Well, what does red do? Oh, it looks like we're making a pipe. Okay. So what we need to do is probably green, because green's going to be our movement. What does blue do for us? Not really sure what blue did there, to be completely honest. But I feel like maybe... okay then. Little odd. Oh! Okay, so blue helps you move the positioning of it, it looks like. So what we need to do is... oh, okay, now I see it. And then press that again, and just like that, finished it with realizing the positioning literally after the puzzle. Pretty much, because it was already solved by that point. But it's interesting. Okay. I was thinking the blue is helping us move it into a different position, was what I was thinking. But it looks like we got a little rabbit buddy running in circles over here like a washing machine. Poor guy. The stress of this situation has caused it to believe it's a hamster. Maybe we should get some rolled oats. Yeah, that may help him. But honestly, I don't even know what rabbits eat. I feel like they would... actually, don't they... I think they still eat carrots, actually. Like regular rabbits. But the thing is I don't think they really talk about that very often. It's just because you don't really think about it. But it looks like defeat all. Okay, so we got some smashers to definitely smash into next week. But that's definitely easier said than done, for sure. The hoppers are more of a problem, I think. But maybe we can kind of forget about the smashers for the time being. Maybe we can focus on the back one, maybe. Because I can see that actually working for us. Because we can make him run forward, and we can hit him twice without really worrying about him, I think. So maybe that might be the better situation, I think. And then see if we can... nope, we can't. Not from this angle, at least. Let's see here. Trying to think of where... because we can also shoot and then run. That's also an option. So... although I don't see many blocks in this area that lets us kind of do that. So it's not really the best situation either. Well, there's not really areas for Rabbid Peach to hide. So, not the best situation for her. Maybe from the hoppers, but not the best situation in movement-wise. Because she's basically an open target at the current moment, which is not good. But I'm thinking with Hero Sight, I don't think they move forward. But I could be wrong. It's worth checking, for sure. So let's definitely start up Hero Sights for both Mario and Luigi. And then what we'll do is we'll start up the shield. We never really use it, but because we're in a weird spot, it might be the best possible situation for Peach. Okay, well, it's end our turn. Let's see what we can do with that. Let's be honest here. Oh, that's actually pretty good. And also that fast forward is definitely nice to use, because we can use it to get some pretty good angles on these guys. Okay, here comes the smashers. Not really fully worried about them. I'm more worried about them until they're right on top of us, I think. Okay, so what we want to do is definitely smack into you. And maybe employ a little bit of a movement strategy here. Let's see. Trying to think of a way for us to hit the little guys, but I don't think we have an option there. So, or maybe what we can do here. That may be a good idea. But the thing is he's going to move instantly, isn't he? So maybe not. But we can definitely employ that strategy. If we do it right, for sure. I'm going to say, let's definitely move you over here and get you completely out of range of the smashers. I think as long as we dash into them, we'll get the best possible outcome for them. I think that's definitely a bold statement, though, for sure. But I think we can start blasting the guy on the left now, though, a little bit. Not a lot, but definitely a little bit to force him to move a little bit. Ooh, actually he moved in a really decent spot, actually. Because it looks like they're not really focusing. Oh, it could be because he thinks this way is faster. Ooh, actually that could be good for us then. Okay, if that is the case, that's actually really good for us. Can I maybe... no, I can't. Okay, I was wondering. Doesn't look like it, but that definitely... it seems like I want to definitely move back into this spot. Because it's not broken, which is definitely the reason for it. But down goes the smasher. Okay, one of the targets now that we need to worry about. And then what we can do here is... I'm going to say... let's move into regular position. And then let's see if we can maybe start targeting the block that they're using as cover. Because the thing is as long as we can force them out of that cover, I feel like we should be in a good situation for them. But let's see here. Let's fast forward their turn, see where they want to position. Okay, not bad. We still got our cover, which is the best possible situation. But we do have Smashy. I thought he wouldn't be able to get up there. I probably should have checked the Tacticam. But not the worst case scenario. I'm going to see if I can use the double jump here on them. No, not on you, but I can jump on another enemy, though. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Okay, then. That's actually quite good. I feel like this position's probably better in this honest area, just because of the fact that the Smasher is actually more of a danger to us than anything else we can get hit by at the current moments. So I feel like, yeah, being over here might be smarter. Not close enough for an AoE, but we can definitely smack you with some honey and knock you out completely. Okay, good. Okay. Now it's time to feel a area for Smashy here. Because Smashy is definitely not going to be friendly. But I do see a good situation on positioning for Luigi here with the double jump. Because that will get him completely out of Smasher territory. And honestly, our real target here is more this guy here. 45, or... this is just better, actually, to be completely honest. Okay, well, let's use our little explosive here. And it seems like it also breaks terrain, too. A little bit, but not like a huge amount, but definitely a better situation than I thought it would be. And then let's get her completely out of here. So Rabbid Peach, get as far as you possibly can, I think. While we're at it, you know what, let's go for heal too. Because we're not really sure on how much damage we're going to take here in a second. So, oh, I probably should have, yeah, I probably should have ran into him. A little bit my fault, but I feel like maybe Mario's in a good position here to not get smacked around by Smashy, but let's see her. Yep, still in position. Okay. Not the worst possible situation, but still not good. Yeah, definitely not good. But we now have Hero Sight back up for Luigi, so maybe we can use that to our advantage. Other than that, does he just go to whoever's closest to him? I feel like it probably is that way. Let's do this. Let's do some little bit of like a kind of like try and hit him and move situation. Because as long as he's not next to us, I feel like we should be fine. For the most part. And then Mario definitely dash and run. I'm not letting you get smacked around by him for free. I don't think that would ever be a good situation. Okay. So far, our dashes are definitely doing some quick damage with these guys, though. And then I think we can blast him for free, so let's definitely go for that. And he's honeyed. Okay, well, it's over for him. Let's just blast him and get him out of here. So, here you go. Nice little snipe to the face. And down goes another Smasher. These Smashers are actually kind of scary, but 7 turns, we got it in 4. Not bad. And I think that's also not the end of the area. Okay. So we got another level for level 8 here. But definitely not bad. We definitely did pretty good there. For the most part. We got hit a little bit. But that's actually not that bad. Oh, I see a mushroom here. We definitely want that. Let's see here. Just making sure with positioning on this before we think about anything. Okay. Well, it looks like that wants to be over there. For what I can see. Blue seems fine. Yellow needs to be moved, though. I think. Oh, and I think we just did it. Although that's only to get out of here, I think. Okay, well maybe if we move blue forward. Oh, I moved something in position. Not sure what. Seems like it's just for coins. I'll take it. It's free. Literally no reason not to grab the free coins, right? So I'll definitely grab that. But let's see here. I think what we want to do first is definitely get this mushroom. Because, let's be honest here, a little bit of HP is definitely not a bad thing. Would definitely come in handy. Okay, not bad. Basically a full heal. And then what we need to do now is get everything back in position. Was it this one? I think that's the right one. What's on the right side, though? Because that's also leads somewhere. But let's go through this pipe and see where it leads us first, before worrying about anything. Oh, just a free little item. With a power orb in it. Okay, so these have power orbs in it, though. So we definitely don't want to waste some of those. So, okay. Well, that's good to know. Although I don't think we need to worry about our skill tree at the current moments, but it's good to know because now we know that we don't want to skip those. Okay, now we need to do the final one. So, blue should be first, because we want the pipe for it. Okay, now we need red, but we need the perfect red. Okay, that looks good. Now we just need yellow to get us up there. And that definitely looks like it. We also got a progress save, so I'm guessing we definitely got it right. So let's make our way right on up for what seems to be the final area of this specific perilous pillar area. But looks like I saw a smasher from below, and it looks like chain chomp as well. Oh, okay. But that may be a good thing with the smashers. But I only see 3 enemies here, and it said defeat 4. So it looks like one of them's hiding somewhere for the time being. But the chain chomp is definitely going to deal with the other one, I would think. So first things first is definitely employing some kind of strategy for these guys. Because it looks like we can't just run for our lives like I normally would. But it looks like maybe what we can do is maybe dash and attack for our strategy here. Okay, can he run to us at the current moment? No, he can't. Okay, so we can shoot him 1 right now. Okay, good to know. Other than that, Rabbid Peach might be the better option here. So let's do that, and make our way back to where good old Luigi is. And then for the final one, we'll have Mario do the same. And I feel like he should be fine from there. Oh no, we can't dash him though. But we can blast him, so we know we can perfectly hit him. Not close enough for one of the sentries. So maybe we should blast with good old Rabbid Peach first, to get him to come closer. And then maybe use a sentry on him, after Mario goes through him. Which might be what we do, or we may just jump on him, because jumping on him seems like it might be smarter. Because then we can go over here, and then maybe start shooting at the guy on the left side here. Because it might be a good idea, but the chain chomp's kind of focusing him. So I'm not as sure on that situation. Although, let's see here. I definitely want to get rid of you, though. But the thing is, I'm not sure if we're actually going to get you. I hope this works. Well, we're about to find out. I think if we start up Hero Sight, they might actually knock themselves out. But the thing is I wasn't sure if that would actually get them or not. So, that's a little unfortunate. Well, we can set it up now, but that's unfortunate that that happened that way, because I was trying to get him without him moving forward. But he ended up moving forward anyways, because I was going to try and attack the other guys, which it didn't work in my favor whatsoever. But I think doing our heal now might be the smart option. Okay, let's start up a Sealy site, and then we can start up the hero site as well. So we'll definitely be ready for these guys to start moving. Chain Chomp gets to go first. We'll let him run on over, because it looks like, yep, going for him for free. Then he's going to start moving. He gets blasted for free. He got angry from that. Oh, but it didn't give him extra movement, though. Oh, but the other guys are starting to spawn. Okay. So, noted. Okay, so they're starting to come in. Those don't look like... Oh no, they are still the Smashers. I couldn't see the purple on their ears. Unless they don't always have... Oh no, he definitely still does. Okay. But yeah. From this positioning, I think getting as far as possible away from the enemies is probably the smartest thing here. And then what we'll do is maybe blast you, I think. Because you'll come closer. But that may not be the worst possible situation. Because what we can do here is we'll have Rabbid Peach come on down. Not in the way that I want it to, but definitely not in the worst possible way either. Because what I'm thinking is, as long as we employ this right, the chain chomp will actually end up hitting him for free. So, let's see here. I think, yeah, Rabbid Peach needs to move first because of the positioning. Although, let's start up a shield, because that might actually be good against the Smasher. And then, it may not work in the way that I want it to, but it may actually work in the way that I want it to. I guess we'll find out here. But definitely moving in the right positioning might be smarter. Okay. I'm wondering if this will force him to come forward or not. It might. It's worth a shot. Okay, so Mario, I'm gonna have you blast him from the high ground. Is that gonna force him to go towards Mario or the allies on the left? Nope, it forced him to move towards us. That's actually perfect. Okay, not bad. And then what we'll do for you... I'm thinking maybe we can get rid of you. Which, if it does... Nope, he survived with like 1 HP. I was hoping it wouldn't survive, because the chain chomp would have went for the other guy. But down goes one of them though, which is definitely not the worst thing. But now the chain chomp's now focused on us, because now we're on the low ground. So we definitely need to be careful now. And Mario's not in the best possible situation at the current moment, but maybe not the worst possible situation overall. So, let's see here. What Mario can maybe do here is maybe... Ooh, actually, I think I see it, actually. How far does this guy go? It goes quite decently far. So as long as we go on the red, I think we can actually move Luigi in a perfect position. Although we move ourselves in a really weird spot here, I think it might still work in this situation. So, we'll definitely blast you. That'll make him start coming towards Mario. And then maybe from there, we can maybe make this work. Although I don't like the positioning whatsoever, to be completely honest. But, it definitely could be worse. I'll definitely be honest there. Okay, so Mario, what you're gonna do is, I think you're gonna dash through him, move through. That doesn't work. Yeah, it definitely doesn't work. Not close enough for you either. Okay, then. Okay, well, not the weirdest situation. But I think what we need to do is definitely move you over here to get a better jump on you. So, yeah, I think that's probably our best situation here. Because what we can do is do something like this, and then jump on Rabbid Peach, smack you upside the head, and then try and move in a situation where we don't get hit too hard by the chain chomp. We're going to definitely take a lot of damage from him, but Luigi should be perfectly fine for the most part, because he's still got more than, you know, the health that's going to get him knocked out in one turn. So, we'll definitely take a free hit from the chain chomp here. And then from there, honestly, yeah, it's really up to whatever these guys end up doing. Although there is a lot of smashers spawning. And I'm not too sure on the positioning there. Which I'm a little unfortunate on that area that we were at, though, to be honest as well. But, let's see here. So, Luigi definitely doesn't want to be in this situation, though. So, let's definitely move him in a spot that kind of saves him a little bit. I'm going to say probably over here because it's out of range of the chain chomp. And now he's in range, technically. Although Mario is more in range than it really is at the current moment. But it's definitely better than what it currently is, to be honest. Okay, so Mario is definitely going to want to jump. Jump and run. All I need to really do here is drop him to 75. Is the real situation here. Other than that, I think we're pretty much ready for whatever he tries to do. So, I think what we only need to do is just drop him a little bit, and then in turn, let the chain chomp just deal with them. Because the chain chomp should be in positioning. So, run him through, and down goes him. and that is end game for that area. A little bit of scary area for sure, but ended up being a lot better than anticipated just based on the lack of any kind of like room to run, because that chain chomp was definitely ready and ready to pounce for sure. But we definitely got him with a little bit of strategy. Took a little bit of damage, but I think damage is definitely not something we need to worry about too much, as long as we properly prepare for whatever we're dealing with, I think. So as long as we're safe and we don't just run around like a maniac, we should be fine. And I think this is probably the boss fight of this area. Okay then, we're already pretty far into this episode, so I'm gonna definitely say we definitely did quite a lot. We actually got quite far too. So this is 1-9, so 1-5 was the mid-boss, and this seems like it's the boss for this area. Based on things that we're seeing around here, I actually can't really think of what the boss may be, but I will say that, whatever it may be, it may actually be quite scary. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day. In the next episode, we will be doing what seems to be the very first boss of our story. And honestly, well, technically the mid-boss, but let's be honest here, I think this is going to be a little bit harder than the mid-boss. So whatever we're dealing with next is definitely something we need to be prepared for, and definitely we need to come up with a strategy quick as soon as we get into it. But with that being said, thank y'all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, I'll see y'all on the next one, keep being spooky, and peace out.
Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.